This is Saba with HoustonHipHopFix. Pivot. Yo, this is Saba with HoustonHipHopFix. Pivot.
I got my city doing front flips. When every bother made a rapper jump ship. I guess that's why they call it where I stay. Clean up the streets so my daughter can have somewhere to play. I'm the blue.
Saba would be myself. Born Taj Malik. I'm a 21-year-old artist from the west side of Chicago. Yeah, man, I've been making music for the majority of my life now.
Man, some of these niggas toss they tassel for a deal, man. I ain't gonna.
I'm one of one of few west side Chicago artists for now. It's a few of us that's really, I think, maybe this next year might be some light on that. But it's definitely, it's like Chicago still kind of, it's like two places.
Yeah.
It's like one big city, and it's starting to become a lot more unified. But you know, like being from the west side of Chicago, it's not too many artists now that are like, you know what I'm saying, that you probably know. Like, you know what I'm saying, we didn't have much to look. You know what I'm saying? Well, we kind of consider everything, you know what I'm saying, everything is Chicago.
Chicago, yeah.
But all of the cats that you know from Chicago, for the most part, from the south side, Kanye, Common, Chan, Vic, you know, all of them from the south side. So it's like, as a west side, I feel like it's that extra, you know what I'm saying? It's more important to me, you know what I'm saying, to throw that back here. But it's like, we got Twista, he from out west, we got Lupe, and this is a few more, we got like Crucial Conflict and shit, but it's, I think it's still young as far as the music scene. I want the people to feel like they know me and can connect with me regardless of whether they're from the west side of Chicago or from some suburb or from another country or something like that. But you know what I'm saying, everybody's story is similar, it's just a matter of making it real.
I'm still at my old church, only ever sold merch. Grandma say
the city is so organic right now. It just felt like, my thing was like, even when I was 9 and 10, I had no idea how I was gonna accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. Just because, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't too many like people who we felt really could make it out of, you know what I'm saying, the west side of Chicago. So it was like my kind of surroundings, I felt as though they were like limiting the way I was thinking at the time when I was like 9 and 10. So it was a matter of kind of unlearning the BS, but it happened at a perfect time, because when I'm like 15, 16 is when I'm kind of starting to believe like this is really possible, and I started meeting like-minded individuals like through the open mics and just rap. It kind of became a rap scene, and there was never really a rap scene like as far as like in my time. So it was like after that it was like it felt a lot more reasonable, it felt a lot more possible. And I think from there, everybody kind of sprouted, you know what I'm saying, grew apart, stayed together, but just became themselves. For me, when I'm writing, it's very rare that I'm writing this like, what are people gonna get from this? It's very rare that, it's more so like, you know what I'm saying, what do I get from this? And not saying that to sound like selfish or anything like that, or like, but that's most artists that I know like do it for themselves, and it's like we wouldn't really know what to do had we not been artists.
I'm the blueprint to a real man.
For me, I think it worked out, because how I really found like myself was through music. So it was like being like quiet as hell and like shy in class and stuff like that was definitely my reality at the time. But it was like, I knew even then when I was quiet and stuff, I knew what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. So it was like I was attempting, I guess, to work on it, because I knew it was like, it was working against me. It's like, I want to be this huge rapper, and I'm scared to talk to the person that's right next to me, and it's like, how am I going to rap in front of millions? So I think just going to open mics, practicing, and getting better performing kind of had, it came with the territory of being able to speak to the person that's next to you, because it was no longer a fear. It was more like, it was just natural at a point, and it was like, after like one summer of just rapping every day in front of people, it was like, oh, okay, what's up, bro? Like everything was like, it made just life.
Niggas never tired on their Kevin Gates, and if they rest in peace, they.
It's pretty cool, man. Like everything, like you said, everything is real organic. Like, he was in the studio pretty much by himself, and he said he was working on a record that reminded him of me. And he called me and was like, hey, what you want? Come to the studio type shit. And I wasn't doing shit. I was just at home. I was like playing basketball or some shit. So I drove down to East Downtown, and then he played me the record, and he just wanted me to do the hook. And I'm like, that's alright. So rap.
Yeah.
When you ask somebody to do a verse, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But you could get anybody to do a verse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta trust them to carry on the message of the song.
Right.
You trusting them to not fuck it up.
Right.
When you ask somebody to do your hook,
Yeah.
you're trusting them with the entire goodness of the song.
Childish got a chance to do the hook.
Type shit.
Type shit. Doing the hook, but that's the longevity of the song. He's on the entire
exactly.
Yeah.
So it was definitely, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, like I was like, you know what I'm saying, it's like humbling that, you know what I'm saying, people still got that trust in me to, you know what I'm saying, carry that shit. And then when I heard it, it was just instantly like some Chicago ass shit. Like a lot of people are gonna hear it and not even know what a lot of those words even mean.
Yeah.
But it's just Chicago lingo.
Yeah.
So it was cool just bouncing ideas off of each other, and it worked out. And of course the song sounded completely different when we worked on it, but you know, him and the Social Experiment, they always they like fatten every production up and turn like kind of every piece into like a real project. So
Angel.
I was just excited to hear what other people were gonna say. Like I called both my grandmas and had them watching it. They DVR'd it. They
I love the dancing.
cool.
The background.
But it was cool because it reached a lot of people. Like it's a lot of people who like look for my music and want to know and want to check for it, but just don't know how to go about it. Like a lot of like my hood ass cousins, my like family members and stuff. It's like, you know what I'm saying, like just being on Twitter isn't necessarily the go-to route for a lot of people that are close to me.
Right.
So they miss a lot of the things that I do, but it was like, this is television, so it's like, hey, turn the channel to boom.
Right.
But it was cool, man. It was definitely a great experience, and then it was such a Chicago, like from the bopping to the Air Force Ones to the outfits, like you know what I'm saying. Like it was a cool experience to be a part of something like that for the city, and I think that's the coolest part. Like how many tweets I got today that said that we were making the city proud. Like that was the coolest shit.
I got angels. I ain't changed my number since the 7th grade.
Pivot started in like 2011, I think, but we had known each other for ever, man. Like most of them are related. Like my brother is Joseph, my cousin is John Wall. So it's like most of us family or whatever. And then I met everybody else when I was like 13.
Yeah.
So we, you know what I'm saying, we've known each other the majority of our life now. But it really was just us together in the basement, working every day together, same team, trying to do something positive. It came from an episode of Friends. My brother was watching Friends. Yeah, and it's an episode where Ross was yelling pivot.
Yeah.
And then that's how we became the Pivot Gang. That's actually how it happened. But it adopted like a new meaning. Like for us, it was kind of like one step at a time.
Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah. And that's what Pivot became, I would say. But it's crazy now. Like everybody is really going ham. And I think, you know what I'm saying, I got the first light, but I think now it's at a point where, you know what I'm saying, it's still early for us.
Yeah.
It's still really early, and I'm excited to see what everybody's about to do. So yeah, it's just an exciting time. What a time.
Yeah.
Ooh, after bam. You can't touch it, nah, 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 nah. I got angels. I got